Hello everyone and welcome to this 2024 Disney Magic Kingdoms prediction video. Hope you are all well and also Happy New Year to all of you. So the start of 2023 in Disney Magic Kingdoms was not what I was expecting, and I was actually quite disappointed. I really wanted them to start the year with a bang, and for me personally, I felt like they didn't do that. I believe it was the expansion on the collection Dumbo where we got Mr. Stork and Mrs. Jumbo, and yeah, like I say, personally I just felt like that wasn't what I needed, and I believe the update after that wasn't great either. So I'm really hoping, and I hope Disney Magic Kingdoms are listening, and hopefully that next year can start with a bang. Now, before we get into the predictions, make sure that if you do like this video, make sure to click the like button, and if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to subscribe, and if you want to join our Discord community, the links to that are in the description box below. Okay then, let's get into my predictions. Okay, so 2024 predictions. Here we go. So this is the Season 6 roadmap, which is what we are taking part in at the moment. We're in the last update, update 77, and we're actually in the last few days of that update. So we've had the Black Cauldron, the Sword and the Stone, as well as a Tower Challenge, and then, as I say, we've got the Muppets Mega Event. For this update, I have created my own roadmaps, which we'll see, because there is usually an update every month. So there'll be 4 roadmaps with 3 updates in each of the roadmaps. Usually we see a mega event now at the end of the roadmap, so that has got that in it. And then there are a couple of predictions for a couple of updates. So let's get into it then. So funny enough, I am recording this on New Year's Eve, and we have not received the calendar yet, so it'll be quite interesting to see what we get in the January daily calendar, and then that will hopefully give us a bit more of a update on what is coming next month, or shall I say tomorrow. And also, I can't really remember the hints from the Muppets event walkthrough. If I can remember rightly, there was some icy bits in the transitions, and there was also Blossom. So could we see a Tower Challenge? I know that a few people have suggested that that is what's coming. So are we going to see the main featured characters being something from Frozen, maybe Mulan? I can't remember what the other transition was, but you never know. It could be a Tower Challenge that is coming. February, we have Valentine's Day. Could we get something to do with that? I know that we have done before when we had Lady and the Tramp many years ago now. And then, like I say, we're going to end off Season 7 with a mega event. March is when DMK celebrates its anniversary, so I'm sure update 80 we're going to have something to do with that as well. Then we'll go on to Season 8. I'm not 100% sure what they could do for April, but I'm most likely predicting that Star Wars is coming in May, as it is Star Wars Day on the 4th. Other people have said another George Lucas film, Indiana Jones, could replace Star Wars in the May update 82, but no, I think it's going to be Star Wars. I would like to see, I've said this before, update 1, 2 and 3, but as I have said before, that I believe the ratings of the films are causing it not to come in the game. But that is what I would like. But the franchise of Star Wars is massive, so there are lots of other different things that they could pick from in that franchise. And then June, another mega event. So then we get on to season 9, and I think it's July or August we could see The Princess and the Frog, because at Disneyland and also at Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World is when Tiana's Bayou Adventure opens. So could we see something to do with The Princess and the Frog because of that? But I'm going to be talking about that in a little bit. But that would definitely be interesting. We have seen recently DMK not doing what they used to do, and that is releasing content when it links up to something. We were waiting ages for Encanto, so who knows? Who knows? And I know that there's a new TV series as well on Disney Plus that's Tiana. So yeah, Princess and the Frog, fingers crossed. And then again in September, another mega event. And then we're in season 10, which is the season, of course, not number 10, but what we're in now. October, of course, Halloween. It's been hinted that there are more Hocus Pocus characters to come. So that's what I think update 87 is going to be. I'm not sure what could be a Christmassy, wintry feel. So I've left that blank. But again, mega event. So hopefully they start off and they end off 2024 with absolute bangs. But of course, in between, I would like to be good as well. I don't want it to just be the beginning and the end. So fingers crossed for everyone that you get what you would like, and that we have absolute fun playing the game. So they are the roadmaps, and you can put in the comments section below what you think is going to fill those updates. And now I've split up the predictions into two things. I've done main storyline, and then I've also done mega event. Now this is limited time content, so it's not just mega events, but that's what I branded it as. So let's take a look at what I'm predicting for 2024, and is it going to be what you predict as well? So I've started off with two collections for the main storyline that I would really love to see in the game. Also, these two collections don't really have that many characters that could make it a mega event. Maybe if you scrape the barrel, then maybe, yeah, they could become mega events. We saw the Black Cauldron. Everyone said main storyline, but it was a mega event. So yeah, who knows? But we'll start off with Brother Bear. I've put the two main characters that I believe would be for main storyline, and that is Kenai and also Coda. Could we get the two other brothers? And then the only other two characters I can think of are the two mooses that kind of give that comedic bit to the film. But yeah, I think this is main storyline. Would love to see the Great Spirits as an attraction. The token could be a concession stand or even a decoration. You never know, it could be the gold trophy as well. But yeah, definitely one that I would love to see. And the other one is The Fox and the Hound. Again, we've got the two main characters there. There are a couple of characters that you could have. But no, I do think it's going to be these two best of friends. Hopefully you got the pun there. Yeah, I don't know about attractions and that, but maybe if you want to see that type of content where we're kind of then going into detail on these predictions, then please do let us know in the comment section below. So these are two collections that I would love to see, and now we're going to kind of see what I've seen in the community from you guys. So yes. Okay, so the first one is Bolt, as we can see the picture there. I think the other character that would come is Penny, I believe her name is. I don't really know the film, like quite a few of these films. I'm sure there are some other characters that you could have, but I don't think it's a mega event. I do think that this is main storyline. Both films were at a time of the Walt Disney Company where they were experimenting. So I know that quite a lot of people have suggested Bolt in the game. Me personally, I'm not that bothered if it comes in. Like I say, it was a bit of a time where they were experimenting. It was just after the Renaissance where Disney did really well. So I can understand why people would want this in the game. And then the other one is Treasure Planet. Jim Hawkins I could definitely see in the game, and his kind of transporter thing that he has. I don't really remember the name of the villain, which you can see here on the screen. But yeah, definitely the two of them, and maybe a couple of other characters could be in the collection, which could bump it up to a mega event. But like I say, I do think that this is a main storyline collection. And then we've got the three Caballeros. So we've already got Donald, of course, in the game, but we've got the two other birds there. I don't know if this is Donald's attire, so if it isn't and he has something different, then maybe we could get a costume for Donald. Also, it would be great to see the Three Caballeros attraction, which is in the Mexico Pavilion at Epcot. I'll be talking a bit more about that at the end of the video, but yeah, would love to see it. And then this is a film that I have not seen. There are a few films that I'm predicting as collections I have not seen, so I am sorry. But Elemental, I know that it's on Disney Plus, and hopefully I find the time to watch it. But when I've seen promotional things, it's always these two characters. So there could be other characters to bump it up to a mega event. But yeah, for me, I would say, not knowing the film, the main storyline for these two characters. But I'm sure it's a really good film, and like I say, that there are more characters for a mega event. Okay, so now we've got some main storyline expansions. So these are collections that are already in the game and could have more characters added to that collection. So we've got Mickey and Friends, and we've got three characters here. We've got Clarabelle, we've got Horace, and we've also got Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. So this is a few characters that have been discussed in the community. Oswald is the first character for the Disney Company. Everyone thinks it's Mickey, but it's actually Oswald. Also, Disney Speedstorm has Oswald in their game. It's been hinted that Oswald is coming into Dreamlight Valley as well. I'm going to be doing another video predicting what's coming in Dreamlight Valley. So they're all Gameloft. Could we see Oswald come in as well into DMK? But the only thing about this collection is that there is already lots of characters, and when I would imagine that this game is advertising and promoting to the general public, are the general public gonna know these characters? Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. And then a few of these expansions we have spoken about quite a bit before, so I'll be quite brief. But Cinderella, we've got Jack and Gus, definitely ones that I'd love to see. And supposedly from a stream, I think it was a stream that I did very recently, someone said about how that Elomi from the Black Cauldron collection referenced Cinderella and the mice. So who knows? We could be getting Jack and Gus. Then we've got Peter Pan, we've got Mr. Smee to go with Captain Hook. Could we have TikTok? I'm not sure. The crocodile, if anyone didn't know, that's the crocodile's name. And then we've also got Tiger Lily there to go with Peter Pan. Like I said, DMK aren't really releasing content when certain things are happening. For example, we had Peter and Wendy, the live action film, and nothing came out when that was coming. So is something coming out later on in the pipeline? You never know. And then also, talking about things happening, Zootopia Land has opened. I'm not 100% sure which one, but one of the Asian Disney parks. So could we see lots of content coming from that? One character that I'd love to see is Officer Claushauser. I know there are a couple other characters that could be, but I think he's the main one out of them to come into the collection. And then we've got a couple more to talk about. As I said, last update we had Sword in the Stone expansion. Quite a lot of you were upset that we didn't have more characters, and it has been hinted that there are going to be more Sword in the Stone characters. So Madam Me is definitely one that I think should come in. Not sure about Archimedes, and again, it's not really a film that I know much too about. I have watched it, but many years ago. So there might be a couple of other characters to come in. And then the one that I'm definitely looking forward to is Pocahontas. I was really disappointed that this was a main storyline collection. I do think it could have been mega event, but I'm just glad that it's in the game. And I can kind of understand with people's perception of the film and that, but John Smith should have been added into the game and really does need to be added. So I'm definitely predicting that one. And then the last one for main storyline expansions is Ratatouille. And I know that a few of you have been wanting this. So we've got Skinner, and I believe it's Emile. I could be wrong. I believe it's Remy's brother. So yeah, and we've seen people really enjoy the film Ratatouille in the parks. We've had Epcot add an expansion to its France Pavilion to add that. The ride was also originally in Walt Disney Studios at Disneyland Paris, and that's a very thriving area when you go into that bit as well. So yeah, you never know. Could see Ratatouille as an expansion. And now we're going into the limited time event content. Like I said, I did brand this as mega events. So let's take a look. So the first one I've got here is Mary Poppins. And there is so many characters that could be taken from this. We've got Mary herself, we've got Bert, we've got the children, maybe one of the penguins. We've got George, and I can't remember the mum's name. But yeah, there's loads of characters. But I really do hope they do the original Mary Poppins rather than Mary Poppins Returns. Like we saw with Hocus Pocus. I know that it was just the three witches, but it was Hocus Pocus 2 rather than Hocus Pocus. And you never know, we could see the same kind of thing as 101 Dalmatians, where we have Cherry Tree Lane, as an attraction and different things. So yeah, definitely one that needs to come in ASAP. A film I've not seen, and it's really bad because this is the one that is celebrating Disney's 100th anniversary, and that is Wish. There is lots of characters that could come in the 5 character slot of a mega event. Unfortunately, again, it didn't come out when the film came out, which would have been nice to see, but hopefully it gives people a chance to see the film, because there were films like Frozen 2, Luca, that I hadn't seen but was taking part in the event, so I didn't really know the characters beforehand because I hadn't seen the film. So maybe it is a good idea that they don't come out, but then if the film is a big success like Encanto, then it's a bit like, come on guys, like, we want the content. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So, but I'm sure quite a few of you have watched this film and have really enjoyed it. Again, another film I've not watched, Strange World. I know that a few of you watching have suggested this one, and that there are certain characters that could make it a mega event. So yeah, let me know in the comment section if this is one that you would like to see. I know that this is one that Sarah would like to see. She really likes this film, and it's A Bug's Life. And I believe I am right that D23 we heard that A Bug's Life is coming out of Animal Kingdom. It's Tough to Be a Bug, and they're going to be replacing that. I can't remember if that's Big Blue Sky Ideas or if that is actually happening. But yeah, it's one of the early Pixar films, and I know that there's another Pixar film that is coming after this one, but it's one that they have not done, and they've mostly done every single Pixar film, just like the Disney films. So yeah, we did think that this was coming. We saw in an event walkthrough that there was this like spray, bug spray thing. We were like, oh, A Bug's Life. So hopefully they've seen the reaction from the community and think, you know what, let's put it in. So yeah. So these two, it's definitely been talking points from these 2 collections. So let's start off with Tarzan. So everyone loves Tarzan, the music, and Phil Collins did a really good job, and he also did a really good job when he did the Brother Bear soundtrack as well. So fingers crossed for the both of them, for Phil Collins. Yeah, the characters as well, popular, they're well known. So fingers crossed that Disney are able to get Tarzan into Disney Magic Kingdoms. And then we've got Cars. So people have been saying about the size of the characters, it's not going to work. Are we going to be getting Cars Land? We already have got Star Wars Galaxy Edge, so there's no reason why we couldn't have Cars Land, which is in Disney California Adventure. So yeah, and we've also seen in Dreamlight Valley some of the buildings, or one of the buildings should I say, as a decoration thing. So yeah, so Gameloft, are we getting Cars again? Another one we thought we were getting, but we got something totally different. So yeah, so there's those 2 talking points, and then the last one, you could say it's kind of already in the game, but it's not. And that is a Goofy movie. So we've already got DuckTales, which was a spin-off from the Mickey and Friends characters. And then we've got a Goofy movie, or Goof Troop. So we've got 2 children of Disney characters that we already have in the game. So we have PJ, which is Pete Jr., who is, of course, Pete's son. And then we got Max Goof, who is the son of Goofy. And then we've also got Max's love interest, which is Roxanne. And yeah, I definitely would love to see a Goofy movie in the game. It's a very nostalgic film, and again, music, great. Could we see Powerline in the game as well? Still waiting for that album and concert. But yes, no, definitely one that I'd love to see. And I know, again, in the community, quite a lot of people have been suggesting this one. So that is it for new collections. Now let's see about expansions on the collections that we have already got in the game. So let's start off with The Incredibles. Why is Edna Mode not in the game? I know that is a question that quite a lot of you have been talking about. Now, Dreamlight Valley, we saw Vanellope be in charge of Dream Snaps, and that being the way of you being able to take part in Dream Snaps, and then also now multiplayer. I'm sure we heard something from DMK saying about that the costumes are now going to be available in the Kingdom Pass. So could we see Edna Mode have something to do with that, like Vanellope is in Dreamlight Valley? Just an idea, Game Loft, just an idea. Mulan, as I said, maybe could be coming in a Tower Challenge soon. Mulan's already got 2 rows. Is that enough? I don't know. I know that quite a lot of people like this film. And we've got some characters here that are popular. We've got the grandmother, and we've also got the 3 friends of Mulan and Li Shang. Yeah, I think they could come in, but I'm just not 100% sure because it's already got 2 rows. But you never know. The next one I'm not 100% sure on, and this was kind of clutching at straws, but Lilo and Stitch, we've got 2 characters here that are kind of featured quite a bit in the film. So I could kind of see them coming into the game. And then the next one here, Wreck-It Ralph, we thought was coming in, but it was something totally different. King Candy, and I really hope that they've seen the reaction from the community and thought, you know what, they're really excited and thinking King Candy's coming in, so let's put him in. We got Gord, no one knew who Gord was, so yeah, King Candy, definitely. As I said, Princess and the Frog, we've got Tiana's Bayou coming, Tiana's Bayou Adventure. They could link in Big Daddy Eli, to this. Like, Tiana's got to get the Bonnets ready in Tiana's Palace. That's just opened up in Disneyland, so they could incorporate all of that into a storyline for an expansion on this collection. When 101 Dalmatians came in, I was really disappointed in the sense of that there were loads of characters that they could have picked. Not that I'm disappointed with the characters that they picked, like some of you were with some collections that are coming up. But yeah, they could definitely add all of these humans in as a row, even though it has already got 2 rows. Horace and Jasper, and then Nanny and Roger and Anita. So here are the collections that people were a bit upset with. So for Pinocchio, they missed out Gideon. They had Honest John. Why didn't they have Gideon? And then Robin Hood, I believe it's Lady Cluck, who is friends with Maid Marian. And then we've also got Friar Tuck there. So yeah, they could be added into those collections. And then to finish it off, the very popular film Encanto, as I said already, We waited ages for that collection to come in, and there are still a few more characters that could be added. And then the one that we're taking part in at the moment, the Muppets, again, quite a lot of you were like, oh, you didn't include this one, you didn't include that one. I wanted to have more characters in the picture, but I could only pick this one. Fozzie Bear, I think. Hopefully I didn't get that wrong, but I'm sorry if I did. But yeah, there's a lot more characters that could be represented in the game from the Muppets, like loads of other collections like Star Wars and that. So they are my predictions. There's quite a lot of collections and characters there. We do have the Kingdom Pass, which they could be added to as well. But I don't know. They're the stuff that I would like to see, and also from what the community has said they would like to see, and I thought I'd just put it all in one video, and that is what I predict for 2024. There is one more thing that I'd like to talk about, and that is what I would like to see from DMK. So like I said, the start of this year was not how I wanted it to start, and it's kind of been very up and down for me. It's not really been catching my interest, the game. But something that definitely would be is having more Disney Parks attractions. As I said, the Free Caballeros attraction that is in the Mexico Pavilion at Epcot. We've already had some like Spaceship Earth, Jungle Cruise, Haunted Mansion. Like, there's so many other iconic ones that they could do. And then also, not that it's a major thing in the sense of making me want to play the game, but it would definitely be nice to have all the land unlocked. And I've put Expedition Everest logo there because that is the last landmark to be unlocked. So yeah, that will definitely be something so that we can have more of our stuff out and collecting for characters. I know that quite a lot of you have been saying that 100 characters is not enough, and I really do feel that the land and the characters are being affected by older devices. It sounds really horrible, and I hope none of our viewers have older devices, or hopefully you're able to upgrade those devices. But I really do feel they're trying to people please and make sure that everyone can play. And I just feel like it's losing people because of it. Like I say, I'm losing interest in the game, but I know that you guys really enjoy watching our progress, and I do enjoy playing the game. It's just, yeah, it just needs to do more, and I do think more land will help. And them getting rid of those older devices. But that is definitely a talking point for the comment section. So get down below and get your thoughts and opinions in. But yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed this video and my predictions. It's been fun talking about them. And if you do want us to do a more in-depth with those predictions, then please do definitely let us know. As I say, I'm going to be doing a predictions video for Dreamlight Valley as well, so make sure to keep an eye out for that one. But if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button. If you enjoy the type of content, make sure to subscribe. We've got lots more content coming in 2024. And if you want to join our discussions off stream in our Discord server, then the link to that will be in the description box below. Well, thank you for watching. Join us in the discussions on Discord or here in the comment section and get your thoughts and opinions. Do you agree, disagree with what I've said, or if there's anything I've missed out, horribly, like tragically missed out, then please do let me know. And yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully we see you soon, and Happy New Year to all of you. Okay then, bye.